Fernando Alonso has been having his best start to a season in many years, with 4 podiums in 5 races despite being the oldest driver on the current grid. Fellow driver Lewis Hamilton has now spoken about Alonso's talent, as quoted by Racing News 365. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, Lewis Hamilton praises Fernando Alonso. Lewis started off by stating that Alonso is still very talented. I can't speak for Fernando, but you can tell, obviously, from looking from afar and how Fernando is driving, the talent clearly hasn't left him. I don't believe it does leave us. He then explained why. I think it's also to do with your work ethic. He's clearly in great shape, and he's doing an amazing job. So I think there's probably even more focus nowadays than ever before from an athlete's perspective. How to get absolutely everything out of your mind and your body. He signed off by highlighting both his and Alonso's hunger for racing. I'm still hungry as ever, and clearly Fernando is too. Fast feed. Haas team principal Gunther Steiner revealed that everybody likes to work with Nico Hülkenberg. He's demanding, but always in a good way. He never demands something just for the sake of it. He always can explain why he wants something. Red Bull's reserve driver Daniel Ricciardo watched the first couple of races on the couch and he was comfortable with it. But then I went to the Grand Prix in Melbourne, my home race, and everything was a bit more heightened. Last year, a part of me thought, oh, maybe this is it, but now I feel that's not how it's going to end. F1 CEO Stefano Domenicali would like Lewis Hamilton to stay in the sport 100%, 100%, 1000%. His love is F1, and of course, he wants to achieve his dream of being the only driver to have won an 8th title. Fernando Alonso would say that the slowest speeds of the championship, let's say Monaco, Budapest and Singapore, these kinds of circuits, I think we put our main hopes of a win at the moment. Red Bull's Sergio Perez feels that Monaco is the race every driver wants to win growing up. I was lucky enough to achieve that last season. That has only made me more hungry to stand on the top step once again. And Mercedes driver George Russell believes that they could take the rear wing fully off and Red Bull would still be quicker on the straights. How likely is it for Fernando Alonso to win in Monaco? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.